Alright, what we're going to do is talk about like Elvis. I really don't even know how to talk about this. But this is the unseen in life form, controlling huge masses of populations. But this is just one small example. We can go to any land to where there's any culture or group of people, and we can just, based off of what names that they've introduced to that community, we can do the same thing. But like this all has to do with Saturn. This is going to make no sense to you whatsoever, but this is real. This will echo when you go to the other side if you ignore it, and not in a good way. See, the king of this world is Saturn. Saturn wears the crown, which is that word right there, which is this. That represents chaos right there. That right there. These humans now, they don't believe in any. They're not human. Their only existence is controlled through this. That's what I'm saying. The people who created these two, but we'll talk about that more here in a minute. All this right here, the ones that created this, and you, and what's in there, through all of what's in here. And not this. And see, not only will people not look up, but this thing has literally programmed them to tell you this is Satan. Yeah, that's Arimon. That's this little. I did a video a while back about the current of Saturn. Because of that's what Saturn represents. This in this color. Both of them. Blue on black is one of the songs. That's who sings it? I can't remember. But that's what it is. Jack Black, his name Jack is the sun, Black would be Saturn. Because Ra in the ancient times is the sun, and then El is going to represent Saturn. Saturday and Sunday. So, they're brothers. One's the closest and one's the furthest out. One represents darkness, one represents light. Which brings up Star Wars, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader. I ain't going to go over these numbers because you ain't even going to understand them. But I know for a fact, based off of that right there, which is this. Because see, look. In 54, July 30th, 1954 was his first show. And then I can't remember, 6/26 of 77 was his last. But from 54 to 77, a span of over those 2 decades, okay, what to the average person, to them is just a human being, an entertainer. It's not. That's a very high powered fucking being. You don't understand. This word goat spell is where that word comes from. And he's tied all into blues and gospel and all that. Well, that's Saturn. That's Saturn. That's this fucking. This is a fucking hierarchy, demonic fucking demon that is getting ready to program literally fucking millions of people in the brain of this individual. And then while mediums are sitting there programming what you think is a human. But they're slowly, if we're going to go, because I mean, the thing is we're human and we're just a bunch of cattle. And then whatever talent comes up, whatever time it is, they grab it and then corrupt the shit out of it, and then control everything. And then those masses grow into only that entity. There should have been 800 or 8,000 different ones if there could have been, but they only made one because the word itself has live and evil and everything else. L, Saturn, S, and then Elvira. We can get in. I'm just got this up here because when we look at the numbers through the 1900s and early 2000s, you can see how this, every one of these characters right here, it's Saturn. But these are big time players because this represents movie presentation to the mind, to the subconscious. You don't understand that. This word is so big, but both of these right here, this entity that these medium and these world controllers that control these fucking beings, but listen, they don't control. Look, whatever's on the other side right now, which is be Satan, is doing all this, every fucking bit of this. It has been for a long time. But see, when this character, when a character goes down, because there's going to be sub-characters for Saturn, but there's going to be the big boys. I mean, look, Billy Graham always wore black. Look, we can go rip it half with Saturn. Saturn. That's the sun and the moon. I mean, that's the Saturn and the sun right there. Star Wars, Darth Vader is Saturn and Luke Skywalker is the sun. AC/DC, I'm back in black. Johnny Cash was what? Yeah, the man in black. It's this. You don't understand. You create this new music which has not ever even been around. We had our own shit that made you like literally, we're ingrained. We're not real humans. Everything within us, even our blood, has been designed around fake rhythm and fake vibration and fake everything. That's why it's just almost impossible for any one person to understand any of this, because the word S itself comes from the serpent, from the snake. And that's why NASA and space, even though it's CE, space, it's still this sound, serpent. And when you don't know anything about shit, every time you say it, you give this bad, being neutral entity power. And see, the thing is the crown, which is this, That right there, that implies that they have power over your brain. Look, this is to anybody watching this is stupid. We understand. I understand completely. But I'm just getting something. I'm just getting some of this out of me because this is what I gotta fucking live with. You know, and man, look, and this gematria is real. It's realer than real deal Holyfield. You know, because when we're looking at Skull and Bones, you know, what's funny, you know, the first Star Wars came out on May 25th in 77. Well, you fast forward 2 months and 23 days later, and then Elvis dies. There's 223, 322. We've done video after fucking video after video after video after video about that shit. Not only that, from when Elvis died until AC/DC comes out with Back in Black, I'm back. Even though he just ripped 2 decades and a half of creating all these fucking Orymonic little beings just through what he fucking did. And you can see them all. You go, great there, yeah. You go with them Orymonic beings and they'll fucking rip you in half. But it's 2 years, 11 months, 10 days. And you've got to understand, I'm not breaking this down. That's 2,111. And 2111 is the 318th prime. And 318 is that fucking number. If you've watched the videos, there it is again. The Council of Nicaea had 318 members. We can go on and on about it, but it's irrelevant because that's this. Look, the whole thing is like I said, everything's going to be planned and it's going to be introduced by the numbers according to the zodiacal chart, according to where Saturn is and the rest of them. You know, and once a character that they have fucking created that is it's a fucking deity in that head. You know, once that character is no more, then there's going to be a current. The impulse of the masses is going to drop down. Well, it's not just this. There's other shit like him. So whatever it is you're into or this. So he goes down. So, because the populace is not that big. We're creating fucking human goy impulse and currents. So what this fucking demon does is once it goes down, so everybody's open. There's people open everywhere. Well, that offspring is going to go into this shit right here. Star Wars, AC/DC, Johnny Cash, and amongst other things. So Saturn sets up shop in the subconscious. And see, the Illuminati work for Saturn. What you see in physical form work for Saturn. That's what I'm saying. They're fucking just little agents. I'm giving you whatever it is, because any more to this, you can't make this up. So the populace is not that big, and so you create these goy around this current of their TV, which ain't fucking real, and then those offspring shoot into little sub-Saturns. See, and then he gets out of the way. And even though, see, that's one of the main ones right there. You know, you create all this restriction and all that, and so there's so much inside. And then once you start dancing, and here it comes, buddy. Here comes those emotions of the world, the materialism, the sex, and every fucking thing else under the sun. That's Satan, literally. And you can't say nothing about it because it's Saturn in them, ingrained already. That's what we're saying. This is fucking Ahriman, bro. That means to deceive right there. Right there it does. This throw shit away, go outside. But you can't do that because you're under a goat spell. And that's what it is. And see, Elvira has got Ra. And we can tie in how those both are a 9/11 ritual. Or a 43rd prime ritual, which is a whole nother good thing. But it's all about creating this. And see, right when Star Wars hit, okay, which represents Saturn, It's what it is. It's Saturn and the zodiac. That's all it is. It's Saturn and the sun, brothers fighting in here, and all the stars in here is in there, and that's where the characters are. It comes from this. You're stupid people, and you can't fucking put it together. And that's what they've created. You know, and it's easy to see it for what it is. And I just put this over here because these people love the wordplay shit. They love the letters and putting this here and here, and you know, because the Oak Ridge Boys made that song Elvira. Well, the radio waves are not real. We had different technology, and I know it's hard for you to understand that, but you're not real in the fucking head. Your whole existence has been this. This is not real. And God Almighty, if everybody, damn, I am covered in this shit. This is dumb. This is for fucking stupid people. And the thing is that's the whole thing. This is like I've said, billions of people are fucking stupid little bitty Saturnian Ahrimanic beings. And I know it's hard to accept, but it's what it is. This is fucking garbage. But anyways, and see that you tie it into these births. And deaths and all kinds of shit. But it's like Lady Gaga. You know, she's always dealing with the black goo and stuff. Or weird shit, cubes coming out of black goo, and that's Saturn, that's the abyss. You know, well listen, from when Elvis died until she was born, it has to do with 13 and 13. And we all know about this world and these rulers. They love that 13. It's a big number to them, but it was 103 months and 13 days from when he died until she was born. So 13 and 13, which would be a square right there. Okay? So, you know, you have this impulse going down. Because his mama, Lady Gaga's mama, has to do with New York or whatever it is, the United Nations. So we already know what it is. So this current, even though it was still going, this current goes down, the emotions are down, and here comes, you know, we've got all this in there, and in the making, this is just an example of Lady Mr. Gaga that they're creating for yet another current that's going to succeed and outdo that shit any day of the week, because I'm Saturn, I have social media, Medea, which is fucking Saturn's little niece, Cersei, and all of them. They work for Saturn. Now, cool, Ahriman, you don't understand. Your people you're not real in here. This is not real. Put this fucking shit down and go outside and prove to me that your fucking eyes can see up there. Instead, you'll be so lost, going, he is fucking crazy. I'm proving it. You're a demon. This is who you are. Without this, you ain't shit. You ain't. And they created you. Billions of you. Fucking dumb shits. And it's just getting dumber. And they can't see it. The best of the best is corrupt now. It's because it's what Saturn does. He fucking destroys his own children, devours his children. And he's also kind. It's fucked up, man. I listen, I see it, I understand, I get it, but a lot of the flesh in me still can't, it's still like, what the fuck? But some things you just gotta hold on to and take ride. Should make sense to some of y'all. Do you see how Satan works? Because you're like, what is Saturn and all this? It's Satan. But do you see how Satan creates a group of people and surrounded around radio waves and newspapers to where when you hear it and see it every fucking day, and then it's introduced in the schools and it start bucking and bullying and all this shit, and then bam, there you go. But out of that little bit, here comes all these other offshoots like Gaga and fucking Beyonce and all these dumb shits. These little bitty satanic. All they are is little bitty sharks. Little bitty shark fish next to sharks that just catch scrap. That's all they are. They work for the fucking shark. Yeah. And then those that feed off the sharks feed the damn goy and the masses. Because it's just one big fucking just nasty devouring system of satanic blood worship. It's basically what the whole thing's been set up like that. It's been set up for them to never be approached and never be questioned or anything. It's been set up and programmed the masses to where they're always going to go each other. And they're dumb. They're dumb as shit. And all that they do to each other here, they do it on the other side. But it's even worse forever with fucking demons and monsters all around them. All the fear in them from the world goes with them. And Jesus is like, guess what? Over here, there's consequences. What? Our church never said that. We've actually just have fun every Sunday. Yep. Hell yeah. No, sorry. You gotta earn it. And whenever you tell people that now, boy, that demonic nature in them, no, you just have to accept it. Accept what? That I'm holding one right here, and now I'm holding another one back here. Is Jesus gonna be in there? Man, it's like, you're a fucking dummy, but we love you because you're this demonic being. You know, and I'm sorry I got off on a tangent, but it's like really, really, really real on how I'm putting together this current and what they're doing. And like literally they're stronger spirit. I don't know how they do it, but you can invoke spirits and shit with these books you can get online. And they're not going to allow shit like this out. You know, because there's really not that much written about it. I don't think there's ever been anything written about it. Nobody's ever really went at it and said, look, this is fucking Saturnian blood sacrificing. I'm getting the goy and grain with this fucking shit. We're going to have sex out on the road and have VD fucking hospitals and all kinds of shit. We're going to open the floodgates. And see what I mean? They had all the goy just so tight. And then here it comes, bam! And then off of that, bam! And then off of that, look at where we are now. It's not hard to see it, you know. But this is the kind of shit that I got to deal with because, man, look. If you watch Elvis's last, when he walks off stage, go fucking Google Elvis walking off stage his last time. And watch his fucking right hand it turns into some weird shit. Do you understand? And he is fucking happy as shit. I mean, he's, you know, but see, that's what y'all don't understand is these fucking spirits and these demons, they goddamn feed off the masses. Okay? Who is it, what's the guy's name, the big time dumb Jesuit conspiracy guy that was on InfoWars? I can't remember his name because they're all stupid. But look, these people, it's not natural to get in front of a camera and just sit there all fucking day long. I mean, you're programmed to do that. And there's going to be glitches and shit. Yeah, but when there's certain events that happen, what's in these fucking people, some weird shit happens to them. It's hard to explain. You got to be really cut off from the world and know the supernatural and know about God and Satan and the real black magic and white magic. And you need to know who the fuck you are to see shit like what I'm talking about. And yeah, there's weird videos out there, but listen, and I've seen shit like that in society. Listen, It's a fucking curse for me. But what's in me is just so excited because it's of God. But it's just so excited because I did videos a long time ago, but we can show you how they just guide you. We can show you whatever it is that they introduce. That's for this emotion. That's for this. That's for this. That's for this. And you're just created. Everything in you, even your religion, all of it, it's not real. None of it at all is real in your fucking heads. At all. None of it. You're this being of Ahriman that's gone off images its entire life and sounds and scent, cologne and all that. It's poisonous toxins. Yes, it is. It destroys the inside of you. And you're ingrained to just put it on you, and that's Ahriman. Ahriman destroys him fucking self. And that's what I'm saying. They set it up, and whatever Elvis is doing, I'm going to get it and put it on whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is. Like I said, I can do what they've done. But to see this for what it is, and there's a whole lot more. It's like the king, the crown, that's him. Lord of the Rings. The king is crown, rings. It's what it is. Now I gotta eat. I love you.